Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. I'm going to do my finished pages for May of 2025. I no longer have very much time to color anymore. Sometimes in the evenings after work I do get a little bit of time, so I don't have a lot of pages here. Actually, I think there's more color by number than anything else because right now it's a little bit easier for me to do the color by number pages. It's just easier conceptually to sit down and be like, I'm going to color all the yellows tonight, than it is for me to sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to color this house or this person or whatever. So I've done a lot of color by numbers, and I finished some books that I think I left off last year saying I wanted to finish and never did because then everything happened. And I do have a YouTube short talking about me moving and everything happening, and that's kind of like where I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to talk more about that. But yeah, let's get right into it, and probably maybe I'll finish a couple of finished pages books because this book here I did finish. Color Quest, Color by Number Animals, Black Backgrounds by Color Questopia. I have a weird relationship with this book. Some of the pages turn out really nice, some of them are very weird based on their own color choices. So right away we have the first page here, which is the giraffe. And this one's got some weird color choices. I don't know if it's supposed to be sunset. I don't know why the clouds turned into being orange and pink, but it's not terrible. They've definitely got some pages that were like way crazier. And this is all like old Sharpies and Blick markers that I'm trying to use up too. So then the next one was this horse page, and this one actually turned out really well. I liked this one. Their color choices on this one were really nice. And that's it. That's this entire book finished. All 25 images, I believe. I didn't do the extra pages in the back because I don't feel like doing those. But yeah, that book's done. So next I have this book also finished. Mosaic Color by Number Volume 1, Dazzling Animals by Jennifer Rollins, I believe. Jennifer Rowling, yes. And I finished this just in time for her to put out a new one, so definitely gonna get that. And again, I'll probably do a finished book flip through of this one at least, maybe not the other one, I don't know, maybe this one, because this one's like total mystery other than these 4 pages on the front. You don't know what's gonna be in here. She doesn't have any guide to any of these. So picture 22 is the cats looking out the window. For this book, I use entirely water-based markers. I have the Ohuhu water-based markers that are brush tip on one end and like a fine point on the other. And I think they work really well in this book. These pictures turn out really beautiful. Next one was also cats. And I believe they're on top of like a building in the city. Like I think these were supposed to be skyscrapers here and that they're watching the sunset. But I'm not 100% certain. It definitely looks like buildings. It looks more clear through the camera than it does on my desk, and through the camera it's buildings, I think. On my desktop, I'm not totally sure. And then we have these 2 deer, and the deer are supposed to all both be this color, but that marker died on me, so this deer gets to be a darker color instead. Oh well. It's a shame because this one turned out so nice that I had to do this one a little bit darker palette, but I still think it looks really good in the end, and I like this picture. I don't see color by number pictures of deer too often. It's usually cats and dogs. And then 25, the last one, is these fish. These books are fun because you color pages that you would not normally color. I don't know why. I'm not really a big fan of ocean scenes at all. I would never choose to color a page like this, but you can't see what you're coloring before you color it. So it gets you to color something that you might never color. And there's a little crab down here. It's very cute. When I colored this, I thought it was going to be some more coral until I did the eyes and kind of the black shadow, and it was a little crab. So very cute, and actually a nice colorful ocean page too. So I like that one. And this one is nice and easy. It's a very simple color palette. So yeah, and this is a 4x4 square. It's a little bit bigger than the 3x3. Next up is Color Art Books, Asian Animals, AJ Quinnell, Eclipse Coloring, whatever you want to call it. This is not a book that I finished, and I've already done a page for June, so we're not going to look at that one. We're going to look at the other 2 though. So I did this rhinoceros. All these color by number books, other than the one I just showed here, are with like the Sharpies and the Blick markers, or Mark It now. I think they changed the name. Rhino, very pink and red. I like the color choices in this book more than the Color Questopia. These feel a little more, not as nonsensical and not as ugly sometimes. And then we have this leopard, I would say, since it's supposed to be Asian animals. I think leopards are, well, no, maybe they're in Africa too. Or maybe they are Asian, I don't know. Definitely not a jaguar, because that's like South American, and definitely not a cheetah, because that's Africa only. Maybe a jaguar. I really love how this one turned out. The blue accents look really nice on this page. This one turned out spectacular. And this one also has a very easy color palette. I don't buy those on the premium paper. I buy them on regular paper. However, this is one that's on premium paper. The Color by Colors Women's World. I believe this is by Kira Shurshneva, right? Yes, Kira Shurshneva. And I don't think she's made a new book in a long time, which is sad because I really liked her books. Though I think I read somewhere that she is Ukrainian, so she has a lot more to deal with right now. I work these books from back to front because you can see here the page covers up the colors that you're using, so it's easier to go back to front to me. And this is from Sweden. I like this page a lot. Oh, this one's very nice and colorful. And this one, yeah, again, Sharpies and Bic only. That's how I finished her Country Girls one, entirely in Sharpie and Bic, and I really like how those markers lay down on this shiny paper. I love it, so that's why I use those in this. I think I may have supplemented with one Cali Art marker on one of these browns somewhere, because I just did not have like a mid-brown tone to go with this. I do have the Sharpie like skin tone set, so I know I used that on her skin tone. I think it may have been a mid-brown that I didn't supplement with. Okay, and then I do have Matchstick Mouse Floral Coloring Book. I maybe said last year that I was going to try to finish this book, but now I have so many more new books and everything else going on. But I did this birthday page, and now it may have been for someone's birthday, but I don't remember. I think maybe I just picked it. Can't really recall. But I do like how this turned out. I used only pastel markers on this one. And then there's nothing on here for accent. This is just flat coloring. Straight up colored the page. But I think it turned out really cute anyway. And then I have two from Kameliya Angelkova. So I have 50 farmers miniatures. I did a page for June already, so let's not take a look at that one yet, but let's look at this one. I did the root vegetable houses here, and I like how this one turned out a lot. This was with an old set of Cali Art markers. Believe it or not, I still have a really old set of Cali Art markers. That's like a couple of years old. That still works really well. Now, I've heard the new ones yellow the pages, but this one was probably bought in like 2018, 2019, and it doesn't yellow the pages. You can see the picture behind me. And in front has no yellowing on it at all, even though I used an orange and a yellow. So I maybe wouldn't recommend those markers anymore. I guess they changed the formula a lot on those. But this does have some glitter accents on the door hinges. You can see there. And the flame on the little candle also. And I used the metallic pins that everyone relies on, but I use the dual color ones, and the dual color is like golden green. The old Pintel Sparkle Pop reliable ones, but I forget what the dual color ones are called. They may just be called dual color. That was me dropping that pin. Oh well, I'll grab it in a minute. So yeah, I really like how this page turned out. This was a book that I think also I said that I was trying to finish, and I would like to try to finish this one. I think I've gotten maybe 10 pages in it done though, so it has a long way to go. And then last but not least was a new book for me, 50 Space Themed Miniatures by Kameliya Angelkova, and I did my first page in here, the alien dog and cat, although I do wish I would have waited until I bought my new markers, because I didn't have too many Ohuhus left, so I used what I had, and the cat was a bit of a darker purple than I wanted it to be, but I still like how it turned out. So this also has the same Pintel Sparkle Pop pins on the stars and the dots in the background. And then the white is a white Posca paint pen. Although I might start using the jelly rolls more because in particular on like purples and reds, even no matter how dry it is, it seems like the Posca pen kind of reactivates that ink and soaks up some of that color, whereas I don't think the Signo Uniball gel pens do. I'll have to test it some, but yeah, you can see the glitter there. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I love it. So those are the pages I did, and let's count my little leaflets here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pages. It's not bad for me because I started about halfway through the month. That's when I finally found a desk to purchase, so that's not bad at all. And I think probably going forward I'll just be uploading my finished pages for a month and hauls if I have any, just because I don't have time to film more than that. But I would like to try to do at least the completed pages of this book with the channel going forward. So it's going to be less videos, I think just 2 in a month, but I think that's manageable. I think that's doable. I'll save all my stuff for like a haul at the end, unless I just maybe got 1 or 2 things, and then I'll probably like roll it over into the next month. Same with finished pages. If I only do, you know, 4 or 5 in a month, I'll probably roll that over to the next month. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do with the channel. Now, it's also a little bit difficult to find time to film in an apartment building sometimes. I have to find time when it's quiet, but not when everyone is sleeping, because I don't want to wake anybody up. But yeah, thank you for tuning back in to see my finished pages. It wasn't very many, but it was quite a few for me, it felt like, with how busy I was last month. So yes, thank you very much, and I hope you guys continue watching the channel, and I'm glad to be back.